Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today is a scorching hot summer day, 6 p.m, cicadas are still singing and I'm sweating a lot, but I gotta make them reviews. And finally we have the Happymodel Mobula8 O3 edition. A lot of people asked for it and finally I can show it to you. This is my fourth 2-inch drone basically, and this is a 2S1 super light and I can't wait to test it. Also, some next video I'm gonna compare all four of the 2-inch drone I have to see what are the differences between 4S, 2S and the Pavo Pico, which is a 45mm. But let's focus on this drone today. Before I open it, please as always remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about this category of drones. I love that they are picking up again, because with naked GoPros they kind of faded away, but with O3 finally they are making a big comeback. Super silent drones, I love them. And if you need to buy something, as always, please remember to check out the links down in the description below. Thank you so much, let's go! Let's open the box and see what's inside. Let's remove the stickers. And you have the drone itself with the canopies, because it doesn't come with the O3 and accessories. These are the stickers and they come with the light antennas for the O3 with a message to not fly without using O3 because the drone can fly away. And here you can see the accessory bags. This is your mount for the Vista or O3 camera to the drone frame. And here you got a screwdriver, an extra set of Gemfan tri-blades propellers, 2 inches. These are my favorite ones, so I'm very happy to see them here. And you have a propeller removal tool here and some extra hardware. And finally you have the drone itself and 2 canopies. One is extra, very nice, they are identical. And now let's talk about specs. So first of all, the tri-blades Gemfan Hurricane 2 inches. I love them, you should try them if you never have. In my opinion, these are the best 2 inches propellers. Motors 1103, 11,000 kV, and you are supposed to be using 2S for these motors. And you have a F4 flight controller with integrated, where is it, the antenna? Little antenna, 2.4 GHz Express LRS receiver. I'm gonna be using the Dji one. And you have a 12 amp all-in-one ESC basically with the connectors at the bottom, you see, for the motors. And it comes pre-installed with Bluejay, should fly very nice. And that's all. You have your O3 connector and all is left to do is connect O3 and try this drone. Also, the weight, it's supposed to be 80 grams with the O3 without battery. Once you put I have these ones, 450 milliamps 2S battery. You are at about 110 grams, which is not sub 100 grams, but still super light for a 2-inch drone, 110 grams. I mean, super light when using a HD camera, of course. If you don't use a HD camera, if you are analog, 111 grams for a 2-inch is a lot. But I mean, for recording 4K video, very nice 4K video, this is very, very light. Let's build it and try it. And boom, the sun is setting, but I finally managed to get it working. And man, it took a lot because it's super tight. I feared of breaking my O3. This camera mount is very, very, very tight. And you just have to open a little bit and push your O3 in. Also, you can see these are the antennas that come in the box and they don't have any kind of holder basically. I wish they designed something like BDFPV did that keep the antenna from doing this. When you crash, it's gonna go into the propellers. So I'm not a fan of these antennas. I will have them shorter. Happymodel, if you're listening, make the antenna shorter or make a way to just hang them somewhere safe, because this is not super safe in my opinion. Also, it looks like this mount was made for the Vista basically, and they try to fit every camera into it, the Vista and the O3. As you can see, there are the holes for the Vista, but they don't fit the O3, even if the O3 fits in here. And this is the O3 camera, and you see it has 2 holes, but it touches at the bottom and you cannot screw the second hole. I watched the picture online, I looked at it, and they only use one hole for the O3. So it's sturdy enough. I mean, it's fine. It's very, very, very solid on there. But yeah, just so you know, this is the maximum camera angle you will get. And it's not too bad. I mean, it's a small drone, you will not go super fast with it. You can also go 0 camera angle, but you will see the ducks. So let's do 5. 5 is fine. You are flying, cruising slow, and it's just fine. Also, the camera mounts don't have any kind of jello whatsoever. They are bolted on there with the nuts and screws to the frame. Frame doesn't have any carbon fiber. Everything is super sturdy though. I don't know if it has jello or not. We have to try, but now the sun is setting, so it's not the best. The shutter speed is low enough so jello doesn't show. I'm gonna fly once now and once tomorrow at noon probably, so you can see if there is jello or not. But now let's fly and let's see how it goes. Oh. And it seems to be very smooth actually, and silent, as you can see. Flies precisely. Let me put it in acro. So it has a little bit of wobble, but nothing crazy. And it feels great to fly. This is of course my first 20 seconds with it. It feels smooth and powerful. I feel at home. It's a 2S though, it's crazy. Oh, we are getting low battery already. What the hell? There is a dog. It's my dog, of course, it's not a random dog. Hi, what are you doing? Oh my god. Okay, let's not destroy the drone already. Maybe it's a little bit power hungry, of course, if you push. But I mean, first flight, oh wow, a branch. First flight is great, feels great, control. I'm rambling, but yeah, I'm focused on flying. And I have to say, flies pretty good. And also, I mean, the microphone doesn't pick much of the external noise, but it's silent, and it's not as silent as the Pavo Pico, but it flies better. Flies much better. And yeah, it's so dark, it's hard to see if there is wobble, but I don't see much of it, even if I go into the light. I mean, it dives straight as an arrow, crazy. Wow. The tuning on this drone is great. And yeah, the battery is starting to sag a little bit. But so far, I am very impressed. Also, you can see a little bit of the ducks in the bottom corners. Okay, it's a bird. It's a crow. Hi, my friend. And yeah, I'm low on battery. I cannot chase him. But crows don't care about it too much. Doesn't make enough noise to care. Wow. So construction quality, I'm not super impressed, but then it flies amazing, it's sturdy, and maybe all the rigidity helps it fly good. And I mean, great control on this drone. Even if it's too super dark and I don't see very clearly with this O3 camera. Okay. Never discharge a 2S battery with O3 on it. And we just learned a very important lesson. Never discharge a 2S O3 drone less than 6.5 volts. Because if the battery sags below 5 volts, your O3 is gonna shut off. So remember it, but it's my fault. Other than that, my first impression with this drone, it's amazing. It flies like a dream, really. It's very, very, very well tuned, smooth. You can do everything. You can do a little bit of acro, it has power. Maybe you need a bigger battery than a 450, maybe 550, maybe a 600 longer battery. Has a little bit more juice, but still very impressed. And it dives straight. I'm very impressed. The construction quality I was not super impressed with, especially these antennas. Like, it could have been taught a little bit better. But other than that, flies amazing. And now all I need to do is check for jello. I need to wait for tomorrow at noon. I'm gonna fly with the summer sun and see if this drone passes the jello test. If it does, I will be recommending this a lot because wow, super stealth, great flyer and no jello. Let's see tomorrow. And boom, it's 10 AM in the morning, super bright. Let's see if it has jello or not. I'm in angle at the moment and it seems fine. Wow, you don't have to push a lot. Let's put it in acro. Oh, okay, that was a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of jello. But already it's better than the Pavo. And I'm flying high, there is a little bit of breeze and the drone is a 2S. And I mean, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Yesterday it was flying better. Of course, again, it's a 2-inch. I'm flying high. Okay, yeah, it flies better than the Pavo for sure. Because the Pavo had very, very bad issues. Yes, yes, yes. It has also more power, but it drains the battery a little bit more, of course. These batteries are new, but 450 maybe use a 550 if you can. I see a small amount of vibration sometimes, but it's very rare and only at certain points in the throttle. And maybe it's only vibration and not jello, which is fine because you can stabilize it out, but yeah. I mean, there is today a little bit of breeze and the drone is flying great. It's a great little backyard ripper. And the control on this drone is amazing. It flies very, very, very nice. I feel a lot in control with the stock PIDs. And maybe I need to put a little bit of expo as always, but that's it. I mean, this drone, oh wow, this drone flies great. And the battery is getting low, 6 volts, 6.9, maybe I can go a little bit more. But remember, yesterday the drone shut off because never discharge it too much. Okay, sometimes it has a little bit of prop wash, but it's much more and boom, finally change location. I'm inside the basement. Outside it was just unbearably hot. It's getting to 42, 43 Celsius these days. It's just crazy hot. But let's talk about the drone. Flew acro, pushed a little bit, and it did less than 3 minutes, like 2 minutes 56, something like that. It's not a lot, but pushing the drone like that with a 450 milliamps 2S, it's not bad. If you fly slow and cinematic, probably you're getting to 3 minutes 30, 4 minutes if you are flying indoor. So it's not bad. You can get a shot in 4 minutes and it's all you need. If you want to run a bigger battery, the dimensions here are fixed. You can always cut it and put straps, of course, but it's like 17 millimeters by 15. So if you want to get a bigger battery, be sure it's not too chubby. Long is fine, chunky, not so fine. And I have to say, my impression on this drone is very good. It flies amazing for what it is. Again, of course, it's a 2S drone, 2-inch, but I mean, you saw it. flies great. Sometimes it just dips out of nowhere, but I mean, it's such a small drone, it was a little bit breezy, and it was fine actually. Happymodel did a very good job with the tuning of this drone. I just watched the video and there is a very slight amount of jello when the drone is hovering up in the sky. There was a little bit of breeze, drone steady. You can see some distortion in the horizon with gyroflow. Of course, it's not ideal, but any other time when you fly, I don't see that much jello. It was, of course, summer, bright sun, very bright. And yeah, I wish there was nothing, but I mean, it doesn't have any soft mount, so probably tweaking with the filtering and tweaking some minor stuff, you can get the jello to go away. And now my final opinion on the Happymodel Mobula8 O3 edition. So just like with the Pavo Pico, this drone comes in, without O3 of course, around $100. It's not super expensive if you want to experiment with it. Also they have the O3 already mounted version for around $300, which is not a bad deal if you want to get O3. But if you want to experiment with it, it's not a huge investment. And if you don't like it, for whatever reason, you can buy other canopies to put analog, digital, or whatever other camera you want to put on there. So you end up with a Garden Reaper at the end if you don't like carrying O3. Because of course the O3 can get a little bit heavy. Let's start with the pros of this drone. Of course it's a very safe, lightweight, and not loud drone. It's 110 grams. After you fly like 10 meters out, you barely hear it. If you have to fly in schools, in sensitive areas, over a concert, places with people, it's not a bad idea, this drone. And people don't notice, police doesn't care too much. If you wanna fly at the park, animals don't get scared. You saw the crow didn't even care about it. When I reviewed the 4S once, the crow was all over the place, chasing them. He didn't care flying around this drone. So it means something. It means it doesn't disturb too much people and animals. Not bad. Also, I like this frame, the bottom part of the frame. It's pretty versatile. Also, it's $3 online. You can buy it if you need for other projects. It supports 3-screw motor, 4-screw motors. It's kind of sturdy, lightweight. It doesn't have carbon, but you saw it barely has jello, which means it's pretty solid as well. Also, I love how Happymodel tuned this drone. When I was flying first flight, I was just feeling it very good in my hands and flies great. Of course, it's a super lightweight drone, so a little bit of breeze can destabilize it a little bit, but flies very good for what it is. I didn't expect 2S with this weight flying that good. Amazing. And now let's talk about stuff that I think could be done better. First of all, I have a gripe with these antennas. They are too much loose. All the crashes I did, I found them sticking inside the propellers. Maybe put shorter antennas, make them right angle so they don't stick out so much, or find another way. Of course, it can be sorted easily, it's not a big deal, but I think should be sorted out of the box because this is a bit too loose in my opinion. Not a big con, but something you need to be aware of. Another thing I'm not a super big fan of and could be done a little better. I mean, it works, everything works on this drone, but these contact points are bolted on with big screws and nuts. It's round inside here, come on. Inside here it's round, but the nuts are hex. So once you start tightening, they start spinning loosely inside and there is no way to tighten them. It's just a minor gripe. At the end I got that sorted, but I wish there was a hex mark inside here so the nut will stick inside. Also, putting the O3 in was a chore. Super tight. You have to really open the plastic a lot and you have to be careful because many times I feared of breaking the cable or the antennas at the back. Super tight fit, be warned of that. I don't know why this front part is this thick. I think it should be a little less thick so the O3 has more space to move. You see? This is the max camera angle. Probably you don't need more, but I wish there was a little bit more. Maybe you can put the O3 on the top part, on the top screw, but I mean, it's fine. It's minor gripes I have with this drone. It works. Altogether, it works. Last thing, the little amount of jello, I don't know if it's fixable, maybe changing screws, putting some grommets, probably something can be done about it. But if it didn't have any jello at all, it would have been better. Of course, it's miles better than the Pavo Pico, and it's just so mild, it's almost not there. But you know, getting that sorted out will make this drone super reliable for shots. So, who is this drone for? In my opinion, if you're doing non-sensitive video, like you're not getting paid for it, you rip it around the backyard, you rip it inside, you chase a cat, super fun, records and allows you to put your video online with very good quality. And that's amazing for that. If you live stream, maybe it's a good drone to live stream, flying around people, it's fine. It doesn't have jello, like 99.9% of the time it doesn't have it. And if you are doing paid work and you need to record and stabilize and you're using the O3 because you need a light drone, be warned, it can work probably, I will try it again. If you need low camera angle, be warned also, you are gonna see a little bit of the frame and it can have jello. So be warned of that, and if that's not an issue or you have time to test it and to refine it, maybe change the filtering a little bit, I don't know, and you make it go away, it's a very nifty tool. And I really want this drone to go on my backpack because it can be super useful when I'm traveling or when I'm working and I'm very sensitive areas. Super cool drone to have. I just need to trust it 100% that it doesn't have jello. Need to test it more, try changing a little bit of stuff and see how it goes. But between these and the Pico, one of them is gonna for sure go on my backpack because the idea of a stealthy drone is amazing. And also stay tuned because I'm making a comparison video between all 4 2-inch drone I have. This, the Pavo Pico, the Axis Flying and the Gepard C Cinewhoop 20. So stay tuned and let's see what comes out on top. But I have only one O3 for 3 drones and the Axis Flying has its own. So I have every time to take it out of one drone, put it in the other drone, and it's just time consuming. I need to buy more O3s. And as always, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what you think about this little flying machine. And if you want to buy something, check out the links down in the description below. You help this channel a lot. And stay safe and happy flying. Hopefully jello free. Bye.